What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the blue color in the bottom of the map, playing as Oranos. His name is Skady. His opponent today in the red color playing as Ra. His name is Kimo. I don't even know what to say. Well, hang on. I can't talk to him. Well, we'll see what they're going to decide to do. I can't talk to him because he's on D&D. Well. So apparently there's lag between me and Kimo. I don't think there is. Skady's saying there's no lag. Okay. If he wanted to hit save, I could talk to him, but I can't until they hit save. Anyways, we'll see how the game's going to go. We'll see what Kimo is going to want to try and do. He is Frozen Wastes. The map a little bit difficult for the Ra player. One gold mine. Gold mine's over here, very exposed. We'll see what Kimo is going to do as a response to this. Maybe try Blast. Maybe try Spearman Raids. I've seen him play that Spearman style against Redo on Tropical. Wait, was it? I can't remember. I saw a Spearman style at some point against Oranos from Kimo on Frozen Waste. So we'll see if that's something he's going to want to try and do. He's going to be running out of Hunt, though, very, very shortly. So we'll see if he wants to move over onto this or if he's just going to come back and eat his herdables, something like that. We see the Monument to the Villagers coming up for Kimo. And now the Oracle is getting taken down. Prometheus comes through. Perfect 3. Well, not perfect 330. It's a 331, so 430. We'll see what time Kimo can get here. He does drop off all his food, and he does. Oh, he's short. He's short 2 food here. To advance to the next stage, he's short 2 food. And that's what you get for empowering the gold mine with your Pharaoh over the granary here. Super, super unlucky. There's Star coming through. 5 minutes, 8 seconds is the advance time for Tar here for Kimo. He's going to be going for a quick advance time. He's throwing up his box over here to get the shifting sands of the Terma. This is going to have to be a 1 talent center play for Kimo. And there's the classical age for Skady. Going yet again, double counter barracks here for Skady. So he doesn't like using the Mermillo in this matchup, it seems. Instead, relies purely on those Terma. So we'll see if that's going to be enough for him. I wanted to say this is another strat that he used in the first game. Essentially, this Terma strat here, double Terma, it dates back to the start of Age of Titans, but the Terma back then were much stronger because no units had bonus no like hoplites, didn't have bonus damage against them, no 50% extra damage against the Terma, so they did a lot better. I think they also had higher base damage, but they were toned down a little bit. But then Cyclone came along and he made this work with a semi-fast Titan grabbing 3 town centers. And we'll see if that's something that he's going to want to do. We are seeing the villagers moving forward for Kimo. He's going to want to try and grab this town center up, and I don't know if Skady's going to be allowing this or not. Kimo does have his shifting sands available. He has finished his box, unlike last time. The Wadjet is going to clean up those Promethean Offspring. Here are the Terma, and Skady splitting them up sort of nicely. There's the Shockwave. We'll see if Kimo is going to cast that shifting sands. He does cast the shifting sands, most of them into the box. He kind of misclicks it though, a little bit on the... What? I mean, at least he gets the talent center up. He also has some walrus that he can eat over here. That's absolutely wild. Now we see the villagers over onto the wood line here for Kimo. I'm not sure what he's after. He's getting Shadoof, he's getting Plow. He's got 197 gold, but it's looking like these Terma here are going to start being able to harass the gold mine. Very difficult to defend this one here. The priest's going to get pulled back. These Terma can essentially sit Alt-S underneath this watchtower and harass these villagers. We see the Pharaoh coming back with the other priest that is here. And we'll see if he can pick this one off. Nice micro from Kimo to pull back that priest there. And that's perfect there. And now the Terma are going to have to retreat. We see some farms coming down for Kimo now. He does have his Wadjet to come in and help out. The Pharaoh is chilling over on this side here. The villagers can get pulled off the line here in order to attack this, but not happening just yet. We see the Wadjet going to get targeted down. Nice micro to pull that one back. The armory coming up for Kimo. No barracks here from Kimo just yet. A little bit of a surprise. You see the second town center coming down for Skady now. I'm surprised to not see an immediate third town center, to be honest. The Wadjet doing nicely, and Kimo is microing this very, very well so far, but so is Skady. Both players dealing with this very beautifully. At this point, as the Pharaoh gets pulled back, it does snipe one Terma there for free. He should try and heal up his Pharaoh now with his priest, but he's not doing that. The Wadjet pushing in. We see the Valor coming in for Skady, and he's got even more of these hero Terma as the Wadjet getting pulled back does get sniped here. These towers, Kimo needs crenellations, right? If he gets crenellations, he's going to be fine. He sees the Pharaoh coming back, and as you see the villagers here trying to garrison, keep as many of those alive as he possibly can, fending off this, but still no barracks, no attempt at a barracks here for Kimo to defend against this. And this gold mine, no walls here. This is so un-Kimo-like. The rain coming down, nice micro garrisoning in and out of the tower. And we see those Terma just continuously putting pressure onto Kimo here. These villagers not quite working yet. We don't see... there's finally the barracks after the rain here. Kimo's got 232 gold in the bank. The villagers here are going to get sniped. Going to have to try and pull them back into the towers. Nice micro from Kimo to get most of those to safety. The villagers trying to return back over onto this gold mine here, but Skady is just hanging out. The tower's just not enough to deal with the Terma here. And is Skady going for a third town center? No third town center, just pumping Terma out. Going to make sure he has complete control of the gold mines, the towers, doing some good damage here. Kimo holding on, but more villagers are falling as these Terma are just kiting perfectly. The villagers trying to push forward. He does lose one villager there for one Terma. And this is just good trades here for Skady. Skady's just absolutely living the dream here. Still no walls getting thrown up by Kimo. He's just left himself completely open here as the tower is shooting away at this. The priest fighting off these Terma, and that's going to be a very difficult situation for Kimo to be in. He is starting to build some spearmen now to come over and pick off these Terma on this location here. The Pharaoh is back out again, going to start sniping these Terma here. We see the Terma go straight after the priest. Kimo not microing it just yet. Now the Pharaoh is going to get targeted down. One hero Terma left. The Pharaoh going to stay alive, and it's looking as if Kimo is holding this. This priest needs to come over and pick off the Promethean though, as the village is moving here onto this gold mine. We see Valor coming in onto this location. The spearmen retreating now as the priest coming over. More spearmen starting to come in. This priest will get instantly sniped though by those Terma. Nice play from Skady to be holding this. The Pharaoh and the Wadjet just chilling here on guard. 600 gold left in this location. We see some spearmen coming over onto this town center as Kimo is trying to get a little bit of damage dealt back over onto Skady, but trying to prevent the 3 town centers here. Very much Cyclone-esque play here from Skady, but Kimo, too smart, going to be coming in, going to attempt to pick off a hero citizen, and he will actually get that one as the villagers trying to fight this off over here. The Promethean that are here, though, needs to bring the Pharaoh over. He does bring the Pharaoh over. We see a shockwave onto this location. The spearmen getting cleaned up by the Kyro Ballista, getting a lot of value there as these spearmen now coming over here, going to try and deal with this, but they're just not quite able to, and Kimo going to have to retreat back. We see the Pharaoh trying to deal with these Prometheans here now. He's doing a very good job, and now Kimo is going to have access to this mining camp. The polar bear here gets dealt with, and now we have another gold mine for Kimo. He's dealt with the Terma raids here. Ooh, losing a villager over on this location is Kimo not really able to deal with all the multitasking that's going on. We see another Promethean getting picked off. Now Kimo has the score lead for the first time this game. More houses coming up for Kimo. Farms getting thrown up. And we see the spearmen coming in here, trying to pick off some of these units, doing a nice job of it, to be honest. These Terma here getting sniped, but the Prometheans coming in. Kimo's going to have to deal with this. Retreat away with the spearmen if he can. He's not going with it just yet. Now he's going to be retreating, and he's doing some good damage to the town center. Just about up for Skady. Maybe Kimo might want to think about a third town center. Maybe he might want to think about Heroic Age. We'll see what he's going to try and do here. Now the spearmen retreating away, and all the pressure that Skady has put on is over. We don't see any military barracks. There's a military barracks. Oh, he's actually got quite a few in the back now, as Skady is transitioning into those Murmillo in order to help out now that the town center is up. We see Kimo going to be attempting to get this third town center up. There is a priest and a Pharaoh here to deal with these Prometheans. We see the spearmen attempting to target down these citizens here, but now the bum rush coming through by Skady. But will the Pharaoh be able to deal the damage? He needs to micro onto these Prometheans. He's doing a great job of it, but this Murmillo now coming in, going to start being able to deal with this Pharaoh as well. We see the medium Terma going to go down, and now the Pharaoh can continue killing off every single one of these Promethean offspring. The villagers going to attempt to keep fighting here. We've got a lot of idle villagers here for Kimo, focusing completely onto this. We see the Pharaoh does go down. There is a priest here who can snipe all of these Promethean offspring. The villagers not actually going to be able to hold on to this location here by themselves. The town center not going to go up. I don't know where all of those spearmen that Kimo had did go to. And now the villagers that were here are all falling. 53 villagers to Skady's 25 full villager count. And Kimo ends up tapping out. GG. Well played by Skady. Taking the game. Taking the win. And that's your victor. That's your Champions League victor here. Well played, Skady. Took the first game in dominating fashion in 6 minutes. Took the second game with a hilarious Calm Shores game, which actually almost went Kimo victory there. He almost got that win there, but couldn't quite make it happen. Third game here, I feel like Kimo was in a good position. But then he tried to force this location, and with not enough priests, he just couldn't hold on and get the town center up against all those Prometheans. If he had the priests out here, probably could have killed off all those Prometheans and got the town center up as well. But without that, it just wasn't enough. And Kimo does go down. Skady, Season 2 champion. Want to give a huge shout out to all of the people who helped out with Champions League Season 2. Big shout out to Chrono JJ for helping out with the rules and the streaming. Big shout out to Blackadder for all the streaming he did. Lundberg. There was also, was it GMs doing some games? I think maybe there was, if I can look here, we got Darth Revan doing some stuff. Hagrid, I think he did some stuff maybe. Also, can't forget Kilty tirelessly working as Kimo's receptionist, and Leo Six Nation and Loki 1750 helping out with a lot of the back end stuff with the upcoming matches channel and all of the other good stuff in the Discord. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the participants. If you enjoyed these games and you enjoy Champions League, do consider hitting a follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.